Hey friends, I'm Sun.
And I'm Belle. We're here to discuss episode 5 of WandaVision. Don't worry, there's not going to be any spoilers.
So, a recap. Episode 5 starts back in the 80s sitcom reality world with Wanda and Vision. They have their two sons, Billy and Tommy, and they're growing up super fast. They're just trying to parent and figure things out. And as soon as she asks for help, Agnes shows up.
Right, and Agnes is... There are some things going on with that character. It's very interesting. She seems to not be under Wanda's powers, and she seems to be completely aware of it and aware of the reality she's living in.
Unlike Vision, because Vision now is starting to wonder what's going on. He's starting to double look at things a little bit, and his wheels in his brain is turning, right? He's questioning things, and he's just a little bit weary of what's going on.
Right, and he's putting that into action in this episode.
Exactly.
Okay, we're ready to rate.
Okay, we watched the episode last night, and we didn't have any discussions about it. We didn't even look at each other while we were watching the show. So we have no idea what we're going to rate. So we're going to write our rating on our piece of paper, have our discussion, and at the very end, we'll reveal our score and see what we thought. I want to talk about Vision. We just mentioned that things are starting to change. What do you feel about his character changing?
Well, in the very last episode, we were given this very vivid, very startling image of him being dead. So it kind of makes sense. It's a logical follow-up that in this episode, there's going to be some development there. He's going to want to know what's happening. He's going to be very confused. It shows that he doesn't really have memory before Westfield. So I thought that was done very well.
I would absolutely agree. I think halfway through the season, now he's starting to realize something's not right. He can't remember anything before Westview, as you mentioned. So he's starting to wonder, is this really going on, or is this under Wanda's control?
Yeah, now that we're talking about it, I think that's one of the major issues that I had with this episode is the fact that we're still on the topic of what is actually going on. Is Wanda in control of things? How is she manipulating this? I think we're still on the same premise that we were on in episode 1. And to me, it's just dragging on a little bit. I thought after episode 4, you mentioned that that's when things are going to start happening now. We're going to move forward. But I felt like in this episode, it took a couple steps back, and we're still on what is happening. Is Wanda controlling things? It's getting a little drawn out for me.
I would actually disagree to that. I think there's a lot that's happening in this episode. I am curious to see if Wanda could keep her story up. I mean, she could lie and fool everybody else, but can she fool Vision, the love of her life, right? There's a reason why she is in this reality and she created this world. We also see Wanda for the first time confronting Sword. Pretty scary scene. I feel that there's something brewing. I think there's a storm that's going to happen soon. I'm excited for episode 6.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. This is definitely an episode where it's, things are brewing beneath the surface and there might be something to come. It's kind of setting itself up for the future episodes. But I still think that this has become just so different from the first 2 episodes of the series that I thought were so great. Kind of like what I said in my last review, it's changing it to more of a classic Marvel superhero movie. It's not very exciting, it's not as fresh, and I just think that the episode is just dragging a little bit. I think we need to pick up and start going to the next development in the story.
And I like this episode because now we start to question if Wanda is actually good or not. We know that she's starting to inflict pain on people, and Vision's caught on to that.
Yeah, that's true, but I still think it's very kind of, in your face that this is going to a place where Wanda might be doing some bad things, but it's all because she's grieving and she's in pain. Ultimately, she's still a good character. I don't think enough really happened here.
All right, we're ready to reveal our score. I have a feeling this is going to be a little bit different.
As usual.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay. 1, 2...
Oh, we called it. Just from the discussion, I could tell it was going to be different.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this episode was good. There was so much going on. I like the development of Vision. I like how he's questioning things. I think that Wanda is now going to have a very hard time lying to him. So I'm very curious to see what she does and how she reacts in episode 7.
Yeah, I'm still very curious as to how they're going to end this series. I'm definitely looking forward to next week, but I'm going to stick with my 6. I think not enough is happening. I just think that it's a lot of the old stuff. We're still, like, it's still brewing, and I just want some more to happen.
I still am waiting for a fight scene.
And I think you're going to get one.
I can't wait. Let us know what you think. Are you waiting for a fight scene like me, or do you think that the pace of the show is a little bit slow?
A little bit slow. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video so that you won't miss out on our review of WandaVision episode 6 coming to you next week.
And until next time, thanks, friends.
Bye.